Hello everybody and welcome back to the tier list maker. Of course, we are doing jobs. We're tier listing jobs as proven by the title and maybe the thumbnail, I don't know. But yeah, basically what I got is about 26 jobs lined up, and I have this little tier list where I'm gonna put all of these jobs. Top, would love to work this. Behind that would be fun, would be boring quick, at least I'm making money. I would rather be homeless. Anyways, time to get into the tier list. Let's go. First one, starting off, we got pet sitter. Personally, I like pets, but then again, I heard a story of a pet sitter a while ago where she was pet sitting 2 dogs and they tore her face off. So, I think it would be fun, but I don't think I would love to work the job because of the thought in the back of my mind of, what if I get to a big dog or like a weird exotic animal and it kills me, Game developer. Interesting. I love game development. I've made a couple of my own games before via Roblox and Scratch. So I would love to work this job. This is actually what I was going to do before YouTube. I was going to become a game developer. Stunt double. I think at least I'm making money. I don't want to be a stunt double. I don't think it would be well, I think it would be fun, but I think the pain of being a stunt double would outweigh how much fun it is. So next, game tester. I think that'd actually be pretty cool because if you're like a professional game tester, you'd get to try out games like GTA 6 probably. So I think I would love to work that job. Next, crime scene cleaner. This one's instantly going to I would rather be homeless because I don't know about you, but I get queasy anytime I see any kind of like mild realistic gore. So I don't know. I don't think I would, if I was a crime scene cleaner and I walked into a bathtub full of blood and somebody's dead body, I'm probably gonna throw up. So I'm not gonna be a crime scene cleaner. I feel like that's for more like psychotic people. Janitor. I think janitor would be good until, well, I guess it depends where you work. I'm thinking of like a school janitor. If we're going with a school janitor, at least I'm making money, because when you're a janitor for a school, you gotta deal with kids. And I remember when I was in like 4th grade, or not 4th grade, because that's when I was in online school. When I was in 5th grade, a lot of kids at my school used to bully the janitor. And yeah, I was at a pretty tame school in my opinion, so I don't want to imagine what it would be like at other places. So I think at least I'm making money. I don't think it would be good money, but at least I'm making money. Pilot. I think a pilot would actually be pretty fun because you get to basically just travel the world. But I'm pretty sure it takes like 10 years or something to actually become a pilot. So, hey, I don't know. Actor. I think this would be fun. If you asked me 3 years ago, though, I would have said would love to work this because I actually signed up and got applied for an acting job when I was like 12. And the only reason I'm not doing it anymore is because once we got the job, they told my dad that we would have to pay like $25,000 in order for me to actually work as an actor. And I ain't paying that kind of money. So yeah, I think it would be fun. Barber. I think barber would be boring kind of quick because I'm just cutting people's hair. I feel like there's not really a whole lot of fun you can do with being a barber unless you get somebody who's just like, hey, oh man, mess me up. All right, give me whatever you got. And I get to give him a mohawk or like an X on his head. That'd be fun. But I feel like you wouldn't get that very often, so I think it would become boring pretty quickly. Babysitter. I'm imagining I'm babysitting people who are like maximum age 8. Because I know there are some babysitters who've babysit people who are like 13. So I'm thinking under 8, I think babysitting would be about as fun as being a pet sitter. Next, basker or beggar. If you don't know what a basker is, it's those people who play music and they get money on the streets. Beggar, basically the same thing. Please give me money. I don't know. Probably, honestly, at least I'm making money. At least I'm making money, because I feel like it wouldn't be fun. I don't want to be a beggar, and I don't feel like it would be boring quick. I think it would just be boring instantly. So at least I'm making money. And I can't really put it in I would rather be homeless, because most beggars and baskers are probably already homeless. Next, surgeon. I have a lot of friends who want to be surgeons, or I had a lot of friends that wanted to be surgeons. I don't understand it. I get the pay is good, but dude, you gotta dig into somebody's body. One wrong slice and they're dead, and it's all on you. So I think I would honestly rather be homeless. I think I would rather be homeless than work as a surgeon. I can't do stuff with guts, man. It's just, I can't. Next, delivery driver, I think would get boring pretty quick. Same thing as barber. You're just going back and forth doing the same thing every day. And like, I feel like there's no fun in being a delivery driver. I feel like it would just get boring really quickly. You're just going to one place and going to another person's house. I see one guy that does it on like a little bicycle in New York, and that looks pretty cool. But if you're in a car, I feel like it would just get boring. Plus gas prices. Oh, dude. Oh, gotta be in your car all day. No, I can't. I couldn't do it, man. Comedian. I think a comedian would be fun. I would love to work as a comedian, because not only do most comedians, if they actually pop off, make a lot of money, but it feels like just like an easy job. All you gotta do is tell stories and then make them silly. Like armpit sniffer. Oh god, this is a real job, by the way. I don't remember what it's for, but you genuinely just sniff other people's armpits for money. I think I would rather be homeless. Dude, I genuinely would rather be homeless than sniff somebody's armpits. Next, plumber. I think it would be fun. I am a plumber. It is kind of fun, but I would put it in would be boring quick. But the difference between plumber and barber and delivery driver is plumber, you get to talk to people and you get to go inside people's houses, which is really cool. Going inside of people's houses, always pretty cool. You get to see what's going on in other people's houses. I personally like it. I don't know about other people. Ooh, this one. I would love to be a judge. No, not even a second thought, dude. I would love to be a judge. I get to determine somebody's entire life with dung dung. Just a little hammer. Dung dung. And then boom. Easy. Like, I also have lawyers somewhere on this little list, and dude, judge is so much better, because I feel like you don't gotta do too much. I feel like you just gotta listen and then make up your mind. It might be deeper than that, though. I mean, there's obviously, like, you gotta sign papers and stuff, but I'm not thinking about that. All right, next is teacher. I think, honestly, well, it depends on what grade I'm teaching. We'll go with like third graders. If I'm teaching third graders, that's like 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds. So, or at least I think I was, no. How old would you be in third grade? 7? No, that'd be like second grade. I don't know. I think you would be 8 in third grade. I'm pretty sure you would be 8 in third grade. So I'd be having to take care of 8-year-olds all day, dealing with them. I think at least I'm making money, because I feel like it would get boring quick, but I just feel like it would be unappealing the entire time that I have the job. especially if you've been teaching for longer than a year. Like, I don't know about that one. Anyways, president, would love to work as a president. Everybody vote Zayden for 2028. I'll be an amazing president. Half days on Fridays, and games that are older than 10 years are free. I've said that I always say that. If I'm ever president, which I know I won't, that's the first two things I'm doing. Builder, like a construction worker. I would honestly say same as plumber, but I feel like builder would be more boring than being a plumber. Lawyer. Dude, honestly, I think at least I'm making money. I'm making good money too. I'm a really bad liar. I'm a really bad liar, and that's basically all a lawyer is. It's just a big liar. Like, come on, most lawyers know who's in the right and who's in the wrong. Be honest. So I would say the lawyer, it just wouldn't be for me. Content creator, would love it, dude. If I could make $100 grand a month just by being a content creator, oh, dude, oh. Like, I remember seeing, I think Ludwig accidentally revealed his monthly earnings once, and it was like $300,000 in a month, just from YouTube. Like, what? $300,000 in a month? Please, please. That's why I'm grinding so much, man. I'm grinding this channel. I'm trying to make good content. I'm trying to get money, but YouTube won't monetize me. So yeah. Next, therapist. I would rather be homeless. Why? Because I don't got time to listen to people's problems all day, man. I don't want to do that. Like, no offense. You know, I still care about people, but I don't want to sit down and listen to somebody's problems all day, you know? I feel like that would just get pretty annoying after a while. Plus, the thing with a therapist is you can't talk to other people about the things that your clients are telling you. I don't know. I just think it would be a really bad job to have. Next is waiter. I think at least I'm making money. I'm making bad money because waiters get paid like mainly by tips. Like, I feel that's one thing I feel like some people don't understand is that waiters primarily get paid with tip. That's why they ask you for tips all the time. But if I don't tip, don't get mad at me. Get mad at your boss for not paying you more. All right? Sorry. Not really my fault if I don't tip you like 50%, you know? I mean, maybe I'll tip you like $3, but like if you're expecting 50% as a waiter, find a different job, you know? Officer. Ooh. Honestly, I don't know, because there's two sides of being an officer. There's a lot of factors you got to put in. You got to deal with like certain jobs, like drunk driving, stuff like that. Like, I feel like dealing with drunk people would be fun, but then you got to deal with people that. Have you ever seen those videos where it's like the people who are recording and they're like, I know my rights. I know my rights. I know my rights. And the officer's just asking for their license and registration because they like ran a stop sign. I hate those people, dude. I hate them so much. They're making everybody's day worse. They're making their day longer. They're making the officer's job more difficult. Like, I feel like it's really not that hard to just hand over your ID, man. Like, come on. That's the kind of stuff that I would get really upset with. I don't know. I think at least I'm making money, because actually no, I'll put it in would be boring quick, because there's just so many different things that you can go through as an officer. Like, you can go through like shootings, you know, drunk drivers, somebody's just naked in public. Like, there's a lot of different things you can go through, and I feel like it just depends on what you're doing. That would make it fun. And finally, the final job. I know somebody's gonna say this isn't a job, but hey, you're making money. Gambler. Big old gambler. Personally, I would love to work as a gambler. That's just me though. But yeah, that's all the jobs we got. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Subscribe, like, comment maybe. Tell me what you disagree with, what you agree with, perhaps. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you next time. Roll the outro.